friends! Welcome to the 2019 Boxycharm Awards. First award that I'm going to jump into is the Shimmer Award. The next category is very serious. This award is the Dump the Chump Award. Now moving on to our next category of eyeshadow palettes. So excited to be bringing you my third annual Boxycharm Awards. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Nicole, and I have been doing Boxycharm exclusive videos for about 3 to 4 years now, actually 4, because I'm also known as the first YouTuber to have ever done the best and worst of Boxycharm. And I'm excited that today we are going through the results, your votes of who won what award for 2019. And this year it's kind of extra special, not only because there are more of you voting this year, but Joe from Boxycharm, the CEO of Boxycharm, actually shared my video and his link with Instagram in his stories. So I am so excited that more people are finding my channel and learning about our love with Boxycharm and how I do my videos a little different than everyone else online. If you missed my best and worst of Boxycharm for 2019, I will be linking it above and below. But right now, we have to get into the awards because the show must go on and it is definitely award season. I have been calculating these results all morning, and some votes came down to literally a few write-ins or likes. So, friends, buckle in, get yourself a cocktail or a nice beverage as we jump into the awards. The first award that I'm going to jump into is the Shimmer Award. The Shimmer Award is the highlight or shimmery item that you receive from Boxycharm that you love. We had a lot of great nominees this year in the shimmer category, but there is one that stood out to everyone, and people who didn't get this item commented how much they wish they got that item. So I'm going to tell you what some people's runner-up would be because there were so many write-ins for this. The absolute winner for the Shimmer Award is the Becca highlighter if people received it. So many people wanted this. As you can see, this is clearly a loved item in my collection. I happen to have had mine since about halfway through the year, so I did gift away the one that I got from Boxycharm to a lucky subscriber. But as you can tell, I clearly agree with you that the Becca highlighters are my winner for 2019 as well. But for those of you that did not get this awesome item, there were a lot of write-ins for one particular highlighter that you guys said was still your favorite, so it's definitely worthy of honorable mention. The Artist Couture Loose Highlighter. Some of you even let me know you're not a big fan of loose highlighters either, but this one definitely stood out to you as your best if you did not receive the Becca. Now moving on to our next category of eyeshadow palettes. Historically on my channel, the eyeshadow palette category is one that is a close race every year, and this year is no exception. There were a ton of write-ins. As I'm filming at this moment, there are still write-ins coming in, even though I need to film this video to let you know who won. So there's going to be 2 winners for this category, essentially because YouTube only allows me to list 5 things for you to select from, and there were so many write-ins. People are still writing in this particular eyeshadow palette. Out of the 5 eyeshadow palettes that you could select, the Celestial Thunder palette won by a large margin. Out of 540 votes, 47% of people picked this. But because people were writing in and liking the comments below, I have to tell you, the Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette absolutely wins as part of this category as well. Over 100 people wrote in or liked that they loved the Dose of Colors formula and eyeshadow palettes, and some people were commenting in that they didn't care for this as much. And since we only have 5 options to choose from on the community tab, I have to tell you these are the 2 winners for 2019. Skincare! In 2019, we were glowy, dewy goddesses. Not even just so much because of the makeup we were getting, but because of all of the amazing skincare that we kept receiving every month. And we got a lot to try this month, so I feel like we're all kind of experts now in the field, at least a little bit. This was a close race between 2 major brands that I love as well. The Elemis brand came in so close. With 31%, it was a close contender, but with 35% of the actual major votes, the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow won so many people's hearts over this year. So this wins our Skincare of the Year award. Pharmacy. The Lippy category. This category was also something that was so exciting and so polarizing in the votes that I can actually tell you who the top 3 winners could be, but there is a one clear standout top winner, but it came down so close with these top 3 items. Third runner-up is the Dominique Cosmetics Lippy. That was more of a gloss. So many of you wrote in how much you loved that gloss. I loved that gloss, so I totally understand how that definitely got into the top 3. Second runner-up were the write-ins of the Dose of Colors Lippy. So many of you let me know how much you loved this formula. A lot of you said if you got the nude shade, you were obsessed with it. It was your favorite Lippy. And some of you also liked the other colors that we got through the year as well. This one definitely won second place for the Lippy Award, and the first winner, you've probably already guessed. But with an overwhelming 53% in the voting polls, Ofra definitely won a lot of people's hearts this year and definitely won the Lippy Award. The More Please category. This is the category that we all really just hope Boxycharm is paying attention to. And like I told you, I do know that Joe from Boxycharm is watching right now. He is probably so excited to hear that you all really want to see more Becca in your boxes in 2020 because it got 38% of your votes. The next closest product in that category would have been Dominique Cosmetics. That was something that 26% of people said that they were interested in seeing more in their box, but this was such a standout product this year. Becca really came into play with some highlighters this year and some powders this year that we all fell in love with. So good job, Becca, and great job, Boxycharm. The non-makeup award is something I added to a category this year because I was curious, since we are now getting so many products from Boxycharm, what items were you really loving that just weren't makeup? We got so many amazing items. We got a face roller, we got blow dryers, we got brushes, we have so many tools. I was curious, and I know Boxycharm was curious, what were you loving? This year, it stood out just like last year. You guys wrote in that so many of you want more Luxie brushes. Luxie brushes are absolutely the top product for you that you love getting, and you're not sorry to say it. I loved reading that. The other 2 contenders that were in there were the blow dryer from PYT. A lot of you wrote that in as well, along with skincare, because you guys know we got so much skincare this year. You were all excited about it. But the top write-in with over 115 write-ins were Luxie brushes. So great job, Luxie, for having so many amazing products for us to love and use to put on a base face every day. The next category is very serious. This award is the Dump the Chump Award. You guys are probably familiar with this award if you have been following my channel for any length of time, where it's pretty much the product we talk about kind of consistently through the year. What product or brand are we ready to dump the chump with? Are we ready to break up with them? We're telling them it's not me, it's you. Actually, no, it's you, it's not me. We don't like you. We want you out of our box. You're kind of a filler product anyway. I'm pretty sure this brand won last year as well. It was an overwhelming 66% of you saying, Jante Blue, you need to get out of our Boxycharm boxes. A lot of us got the lip liners or the eyeliners, and some people were saying they got other random things from Jante Blue as well. That is just a brand that has never worked great for my skin, and it's not the kind of style I like with makeup. A lot of them are wooden pencils. A lot of you said you hate wooden pencils too. 66% is an overwhelming amount, so let's just say it all unanimously. Hey, Boxycharm, let's dump the chump. Let's get this guy out of our box. We're breaking up. Honestly, I'm even looking at the results now, and the next closest thing was Appeal or Billion Dollar Brows with 11%. That's how big of margins we're talking about. 66% of you said get rid of Jante Blue. I agree. This next category is the life-changing category. What product did you receive from Boxycharm or Boxy Luxe or Boxy Premium or whatever Boxy subscription you have that you just now decided, I cannot live without this? And there were so many write-ins. This category was back and forth, neck and neck, and a lot of you wrote in some amazing products, but the top 2 that kept coming up and getting the likes were between the Becca Hydra Mist Powder and the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. Drum roll, please. And the winner by by just a few write-ins extra was the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. This was the product so many of you said you could not live without. Some of you have even repurchased it already because you were like, this is it for me. It does great things for my skin. I love it. I love it too. Congratulations, Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. Now, the next item we were all voting for was the Face Palette Award, and I was really curious who was going to win everyone's Face Palette Award because I've kind of gone back and forth throughout the entire year. Sometimes of year I was reaching for Tarte, other times Cover FX, other times I was reaching for just the blush trios more. I just couldn't decide until year end, and I was curious what you guys thought. There was a lot of back and forth in the voting polls, but the clear standout winner with 46% of your votes was the Cover FX Face Palette. I think mostly because one, it's an amazing product, but two, a lot of you also said you really appreciated you had everything in one. It felt like a true face palette for you that did a great job. Now, some of you were still disappointed and couldn't vote for it because you got the wrong one from Boxycharm when you were supposed to get the lighter shade versus the darker shade, but a lot of you still said this was your standout, and it was one of mine as well. So congratulations, Cover FX Face Palette. You are the winner for 2019. The honorable mention in that one is our winner from last year. I used this palette this morning. I use this palette a lot. I've hit pan so much on it, and it is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette. You guys know how much I clearly love this thing because it is amazing as well. So this one also got a lot of love in the comments. Now it is time to talk about the best and worst boxes of 2019. And there were a decent amount of write-ins for me to go back and forth and start making sure that I had the right numbers. And as of this moment, as I'm filming for you, we have a worst and we have a best. Which one do you think got your worst? Which one do you think got your best? The Best Box Award for 2019 goes to, by just a few extra votes, the June box. June was also the month that we got a Luxie box and a regular box, depending on what you get. And that was the month that we got the PYT blow dryer that you guys know I love. Dominique Cosmetics Gloss Lippy that a lot of us talked about, and it's definitely made it into the rankings this year for best and worst. The Tarteist Pro Glow palette that I really liked getting that time of year too. And it's when we got, and it should make total sense to us now, the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow that so many of you won't stop talking about in this review and in all of these categories. It's so awesome that that is the Best Box Award. But now, who's the worst box? The Worst Box Award all tend to be things in the later half of the year. We're talking summer on is really when people were really starting to be listing the boxes they were not in love with. This came down to 3 votes, changing up who would have won the worst box category. So this was really tight in the summertime. The July and August boxes were the 2 most listed boxes that people were not pleased with, but the actual winner, the one box that everyone said they just wanted gone, they did not like it, it was their worst box, August. Most people that commented this said the only thing they liked out of that whole box was the Becca Hydra Mist powder, and everything else for them was just filler and they got rid of it. Some people even said they got a bad pure mask that really hurt their skin. Other people just listed it and said August, hands down, and a lot of people had likes and thumbs up on that. So really, it looks like this was the only saving grace product for the August box for so many of you. So unfortunately, the August box definitely wasn't everyone's favorite. I had some other standouts in that box that I actually liked that I received, but I can understand what you mean because everybody's got that one box that just didn't do it for them. Thank you so much again for supporting my year-end videos with Boxycharm. Thank you so much for attending the 2019 Boxycharm Awards. This video would not be made possible without your participation, and if you want to be involved in the upcoming videos and upcoming polls and votes and awards, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Bye, friends!